Today I'm going to show you how to make a dangling headpin earring. When you do your dangling headpin earring, you're going to need a headpin for each of your earrings and 2 to 3 beads that you can just put on there. That little stopper on the end will keep the beads from falling off. Sometimes your large beads will have too big of a hole, and so those little seed beads are good for that. The steps that we're going to take to do this is, first we're going to have our beads on. We're going to make a right 90-degree angle. We're going to loop that over the top, crisscross it, and then wire wrap in the little space between the bead and the loop. To do this, you're going to need 3 tools. You'll need your needle nose pliers, you'll need a side cutter, and you'll need a round nose pliers. The round nose pliers, when you look at them from the top, you should see cones. We're going to start with our flat chain nose pliers. We're going to go ahead and put that right up against the bead, and you should have straight stem coming up above it. You want this right up against the bead because this is the space we're going to do the wire wrapping. If you have a thicker tool, you want to make sure you're using just the end of it. My tool is nice and skinny, so I can go towards the middle. Now I want to make sure that it's right up against that top bead, so I'm going to push it down a little bit. We're going to start by making a 90-degree angle. So we're going to squeeze tight with our tool, and I'm going to push this down and bend it. So when I take this out, it should look like a 7. Now I'm going to switch tools. I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to point it at the 7, and I'm going to put the bottom one in the very corner of that bend, and I'm going to squeeze down tight. Now I'm going to push this wire up from the bottom, and I'm going to push it over the top and then pull it down. So when I take it out, it kind of looks like a crane. So before I was here, now I'm going to move so that the bottom of my cone, the bottom cone is underneath the loop and the top is on the top. And then I'm going to pull this across so it crisscrosses. When I take it out, it should look like this. Now you want to take your non-dominant hand and you want to hang on to the loop with it, with the round nose pliers. So we're going to hang on tight, and then you're going to use your chain nose or needle nose pliers to pull that wire around tightly around that straight stem until you get to that top bead. If you have any little wire sticking out, you're going to use your side cutter to snip it off. To do that, you want to use the flat side of the side cutter, get as close to the base as possible, and snip. If you've got any extra wire poking out, you're going to smush it flat. Sometimes this can take a little bit of patience. And then this is going to get dangled from your ear wire. Now to put the dangling earring onto the ear wire, I need to open and close this piece here. To open and close a loop so that it doesn't change the shape, you want to hang on to the ear wire and find the part where it's broken. You're going to grab onto it with your needle nose pliers. You're going to push one side away while you pull one side towards you. That will open up the loop. You're going to take your earring, you're going to hang it on the loop, and then you're going to close it back up, doing the opposite.